Jelly of bean.
It's a jelly
Jelly
bean.
beans? We're all about the
Like a
jelly
water balloon.
beans. Alright, here we are, guys. Welcome to Matt Lounges with a wife beater on. That's the name of the comedy hour that we're doing right now.
He was
Oh man,
noticed by Senpai,
He was.
yes. And
and
now I
now
can
he has
rest easy.
confidence on confidence.
You wouldn't believe.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
correct.
Alright, well, we started a little bit later because of audio problems, and my pen, one of my favorite pens, decided to erupt all over my hands. That was exciting. But now we're here.
Same.
We're back. We're ready to go. So, last time, our intrepid band of adventurers, Storm Animus, started off fighting a green dragon.
Fight.
That's a good word for it.
And it erupted through the trees in the middle of the night.
Like his pen.
As a few of you were taking watch and noticed it crashed through the trees to try and get to you. It asserted its dominance over you over the next few rounds of combat. Aaron Wayland pissing himself a couple times, unable to break the fear of the creature. And after wounding it a certain amount, and it wounding you a lot, it issued a final threat to you and then flew off. Not hearing the dragon's name or really knowing anything about the dragon, you just decided to take a short rest, or a long rest, I believe.
Short.
It was just right. You took a short rest, and you decided to walk as fast as you could back to Stone Ridge. On this journey, you began to notice a few sets of pixies, just golden dots that were flying through. Whoa, we're getting weird sounds now. Some golden dots that were just flying through the forest, and Aaron took out the mysterious wooden viney orb that you had received long ago from Husin. And kind of enticed one of the pixies into examining it. And a dialogue eventually occurred where you talked to this childish creature, and she issued some information to you about the green dragon, and managed to gain its favor, I guess, in kind of a mild way, or at least distract it enough for it to not do silly things to you.
No, they are going to obliterate a green dragon for us. It'll be fine.
Yes, the pixies
Easy.
will do that. Oh, people.
He's
are
gonna
gone.
come back. He'll be
Okay.
back in a bit.
Hopefully he's back soon, because that messes up my.
I know it's gonna be great.
It's
I
gonna
can't
be
wait
great.
to see it.
It's gonna be.
Oh my
You
goodness!
see my face. It's really fun. You see my right eye. You made a deal with the pixies that if you came back to try and fight the dragon, they might try and help you. They also would not try to turn you into ants or funny other things. Then you made your way back to town, finding Tinkletots's house, finding the rest of the townsfolk to be gone, having discovered that their town has been saved, the blight eliminated, and are going to retrieve their family members from where they had fled to. I believe then you decided to go into the mansion and take a rest.
That is true. That we did.
Yes.
We talked to
And I
think
Tinkletots,
I think that's
and I
where
think that's where we were.
That's where you guys left off. Is where you're
The
going to
honky
sleep
tonks.
in his magnificent mansion. So, to expedite the rest, we'll say that your rest has completed. You wake up mid-afternoon, as you had arrived to Tinkletoss's in the mid-morning. And now it is just a little afternoon. and you all awaken coming out of your various rooms and finding each other in the common space inside of Tinkletotz's magnificent mansion. Storm Animus, what are you guys doing?
Preparing my spell list.
None of your business.
Oh, it's time for some breakfast whiskey.
Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah, Creek.
I'm
And
gonna head downstairs.
a ghostial butler just appears in front of you, Ortok, and a breakfast beer is on a platter in front of him.
I'm sorry, I asked for breakfast whiskey. No,
Oh,
you know what? Never mind. No. I'll take this one.
very
in
well,
addition
sir.
to breakfast whiskey.
Be right back, sir. And
Okay.
he vanishes. And about 10 seconds later, he reappears. Here you go, good sir.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then I'm gonna head downstairs or out into the more common area with my breakfast.
Wonderful. So you go into this, like, there's a balcony that surrounds a large common area with very large plush couches and whatnot, just in the entryway. And the ghostial butler appears to the rest of you, asking, what do you need? What can I get our fine guests?
We need... do you have anything that could take down a fully grown green dragon?
I do say the cooks, let's see, the cooks, what would be the best for a dragon? The cooks, I can't think right now.
Oh, yeah, we could distract it by feeding it the cooks.
That is
while it's
what I'm
busy.
thinking. That is what I'm thinking.
But they can't leave this
The
man.
Alfredo is quite wonderful.
Oh, lovely, lovely. The green dragon's like... I don't even know what Alfredo would be in a fantasy world. Is that Solarian? Is Solario
Yeah.
like the Italy of this? Solarian Alfredo. Lovely.
Well, if you need anything at all, I will be around. And he vanishes.
Oh, okay. So, how do we have to... I need potion.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did we take a rest yet?
Yeah, you took the long
Yeah,
rest.
we just woke up.
You just woke up from
Oh,
the
we
long
just...
rest.
Yeah, that's right. Correct. That was a test. You passed.
Well, yeah, what were we planning to do
Character sheet there.
first? I know we had a couple options. Were we going to go after the dragon first?
We were going to
Healing potion.
go...
We need to head back to the Zol Mountains and
Yes.
find Gegari and then stack up on stuff and
Okay.
we need probably some assistance.
Yeah. So who can we talk to? I don't know. Who would know? Try to find out the weakness or potential weakness of a green dragon.
Someone might know in Gegari. I say we head to Gegari.
Well, we know it attacks with poison. I can grant... I think... Yep. I can grant one person protection from poison.
Ooh. Who needs that?
Everybody.
So half the one who's already
We all
Right.
need that.
Right.
My vote is we head back to Gegari. We suit up, maybe see if anybody will join in our cause, and then we can head back.
What if
I'm
we
not
make-
one much for planning, but I'm not about to get fucked like we did last time.
Could we make some sort of? So I like collecting treasure. Could we make some sort of trap with a treasure pile?
Treasure bomb.
If only one of us could provide some sort of illusion.
But then what's the trap gonna? Well, yeah, we could probably figure that part out. What's the trap gonna be then? Or I guess we got a long way to Gegari. We could talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the way.
Um,
I'm gonna finish my breakfast whiskey, and then I say we head out. It's already midday. We don't have a whole lot of time.
were we trying to get anything out of these people before we left?
Well, I
We
mean,
made the one guy the assistant mayor, right?
right. I sort of declared myself mayor.
And then Twinkle Tots is assistant to the regional mayor.
Oh, he is deputy. He is deputy mayor, assistant to the regional mayor. I like that. That's good. Boy, so perhaps the plan is to perhaps extort them for tax money.
I'm into it. I'm into it. I don't really give it 100% this is okay,
No.
but I'm into it.
We also legitimately saved their town, and we're about to go fight a dragon that's been sort of harassing their town.
We could call it a hero tax.
Well, I mean, we are professionals after all.
A professional tax.
We have to make that money somehow. Was there even a reward for this? Or did we just wander in here and start fighting zombies left and right?
We never sought
There
out
was
a reward.
something in Gegari. Oh, I think maybe not. I don't remember.
It was a bloody town crier just saying, problems over there, go fix it up.
Oh,
And
I
we did.
carried one of your
That's what we
workers
do.
back here.
Right. So we should go find that crier and extort him for money, perhaps.
We did it. Give me your fucking money.
You guys.
Like a little 8-year-old kid.
We're not murder hobos just yet.
Just make sure when you're shaking them, a head rolls out of your bag. Just so you know.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have seen that. You're a little young for that now, aren't you?
So was he.
So,
Oh boy. So dark.
Wait, how old
Right.
are the town criers?
It's a job you get when you were like, 6 or 7. It's like being a paperboy back in the 50s, right?
Never mind.
Except way harder. All right, I say we hit the road. We can say bye to Tinkle Tits and then maybe see if he'd part with some money for our travel expenses. Just money for gas and tolls.
Boy, I like it.
yeah, I think we asked, right? He didn't have any potions left.
Correct. At least none that would aid us.
None of
that we
healing.
didn't left.
Okay, I
There's
have
lots
one
of
potion.
random stuff that you guys haven't particularly looked at, but
Yeah, maybe we should check out, see if he has any poison
What, potions of dragon's bane?
or something to ward poison.
Oh, that might be useful, yes.
Yeah,
I
let's
like
see. Yeah, let's check with him, then we can head out, I think.
All right, I'm gonna finish the last of my whiskey. And
Okay.
Make it to the door.
finish your whiskey. There are some various foods set out for you guys, and you guys exit the start exiting the magnificent mansion. You get out into Tinkle Tots' back room and shop, and you find Tinkle Tots just arranging various things around his shop in kind of a prim way. He sees you come out and says, "Ah, I hope you got a wonderful rest.
It was absolutely lovely. Much appreciated, much needed.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Uh,
Are you?
what are your plans?
Oh, we need to uh, I first of all, I need you as deputy mayor to really look after this place while I'm away because we're going to leave and come back with proper materials and preparedness to take down that pesky green dragon that's been, terrorizing you folks.
Of course. Many new responsibilities I have. What will my first order be as deputy mayor?
Well, obviously, you need to rebuild the town.
Well, we have townspeople for that type of menial labor.
Oh, but yes, of course, but of course, it needs to be organized. Logistics don't just happen.
Of course. Complicated.
Right, and of course, you need a mayor's town with a deputy mayor's, little cottage next to it.
Oh, I just have my shop.
Lovely, but I don't have a house. I'm a homeless mayor. How embarrassing is that?
We did not agree on you being mayor. We just said I would be deputy mayor.
I? And how does one become a deputy mayor? They're declared so by the mayor.
He's like this confused look on his face.
And I ruffle through my bag and show him the scroll of pedigree or whatever it is it's called.
Oh.
I claim the right by Aradelian nobility.
Well,
Is this like a precinct of
do you think
Aradel?
the people will go along with such a thing?
I think they'll be glad they're not zombies or dragon feed. Thanks to my merry little band right here.
They of course will be grateful, but it's kind of like a commune out here.
Right. And don't you think it could be even better? Sorry.
And now
Gorgeous.
stream.
Gorgeous. I know.
Could
Yep,
be.
that's better.
To
Just
be
not
fair,
bad.
I did vote for this mayor, so I don't know if we did too. We took a vote. Did you cast your vote?
When was the vote?
Oh,
When was the
It was
election?
yesterday when we
You
got.
missed it? Oh, jeez, yeah.
You,
I mean, what kind of assistant to the regional mayor are you?
I became one yesterday. It make a deception check at disadvantage.
Okay. At disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah.
Who's deceiving?
Chris was the
I'm
last
pretty
one to. Atreus was the last one to speak.
Okay.
Let's
That's right.
see.
You're probably more deceptive than I am. I'm persuasive, not deceptive.
16.
I don't think there's any such thing as a election I missed. This is preposterous. If we want people to believe in their leaders, we need them to vote them in.
Right. Well, we need to leave. I want you to run my election campaign. It's a very important job. Of course, you'll be compensated for such. That is a legit responsibility. And we are going to slay that fucking dragon. So use that as my platform, not to mention the fact that we saved your town from a zombie apocalypse, as it were.
run by a vampire.
He
Run by
has a
run by
notebook
a
out,
vampire.
and he's just writing all these points down. It says campaign notes, kill or attacking vampires, killed bunch of zombies, and all this kind of random.
Royal pedigree. Royal pedigree.
Royal pedigree. I see.
Wait.
Well, these are very good points. Very good.
And we require a full report on all other candidates when we get back.
Oh, competition. Of course.
I'd imagine there'll probably be 6 or 7. You can probably give us all the details when we get back.
Yes, I will do that.
And don't slip up on this one. You better know if they can smell or not.
I think the townspeople can smell, unless they're zombie townspeople.
They're not. We killed all the zombies. Did you write? That was like point number 1.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Tinkle Tits. You're about to lose your fucking job if you can't keep it together.
I'm trying. This is very high pressure job.
Yes,
Oi,
well,
oi,
the stakes are high.
Politics are definite. Oh, speaking of, we should probably get a couple of those for the vampire.
If you're going to take out a dragon, perhaps I can interest you in some of my wares.
Do you have anything that can take out a dragon?
Well, let's see. He kind of looks around. I have this moldy sandwich, and he looks over here, and this could probably take him out in just a second.
Is it magical mold?
You're like 2 seconds from losing your goddamn head.
It's like a disgusting sandwich. It's got like mold all over it. It appears to be just sitting in like a little glass bowl that's like sitting on one of the tables off to the side. I've had it for 15 years, and look, it's still not totally gone.
That's absolutely disgusting. I'm both appalled and intrigued, but I will not spend money on this sandwich.
I have. And he looks around. He starts like knocking a couple things over because things are kind of stacked up too.
Let me ask you this: was Paul the Mole the most magically enchanted thing you have? Top shelf item. Is that what it was?
Oh, well, I have a couple other magical things. I have this stack of bear pelts over here, and he kind of waddles over to this stack of bear pelts, and he says, many hunters have gone off to try and get these fantastic bear pelts from mystical bears up in the mountaintops. And they say that if one were to forge all of these together into a set of leather armor or fur armor, you would get some pretty fantastic magical properties.
Oi, how do you know what coined?
I don't know. It's more of a legend. Yes.
Oh, it's a real legend. That real or a legend? Okay. Right. And how much are you asking for however many stacks this is? Or how many pelts?
400 gold for the 5.
For 4 pelts. Right.
What else you got?
I have this. Well, I have a couple different potions. Not the healing kind. Those are boring. I've got.
Yeah, I hate living. It's the worst.
I have this potion of mimicry. It will
Oh,
make
talk about it.
you be able to perfectly imitate someone's voice, a person that you've met before, for 1 hour.
How much you want for it?
100 gold.
Oh, God. I owe you 25. To be fair, we did save your poor town from a horde of zombies, a giant creature that was birthing zombies, and a full-fledged vampire.
Pick a persuasion check with advantage.
17. Okay.
17. I'll let it go for 30.
Oh, sold.
Oh boy.
You have a potion of mimicry, and the effect is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But the important thing is 1 hour, and it has to be a person you've, heard speak before.
1 hour.
He hands over the vials, this clear classic vial with like a boat at the bottom, and it's just like a purpley fizzy liquid.
Gotcha. I'm going to. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Ooh, I need to pull it up. All right.
You're fighting a dragon. These are fun. And he goes over here and sweeps over a bunch of shit that just clatters onto the floor. And you see him take out these two like weird pronged things. And Ortok, I'd say Ortok and Aaron, you recognize them as like torture implements.
Oh. That's a
I
little
don't think
terrifying.
that's gonna work so well.
You can hurt the dragon really bad.
That's why you know what? It's a good idea, but I think we're gonna pass unless they do something really, really out there.
Well, this
like
one you can
magic-y.
extract someone's fingernails.
Dragons have big, big fingernails. We call them claws.
Maybe you're right. And he just chucks them off into the side, and they just clang, clang, clang off to the side of his shop. I have these wonderful poisons over here. And he takes out 2 vials. They have kind of like it's a smoky black kind of liquid on the inside. And he says, this one will give the drinker terrible nightmares. Fearful of everyone they see, and will see everyone as a snake.
I
I
have
think he
a
does that already.
mild question.
Yes,
If we were to use it, perhaps similar to the way a poison was used, is that possible?
like on a blade?
Yes.
I think you have to drink it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oi, judging by this, it's meant for ingestion. Now, if we doused the cooks in it, fed them to the dragon.
Jesus.
Jeez. We need
How
bait.
much do you want for that one?
I would say 50 gold.
20 gold. Take it or leave it.
Sold.
Oh,
What is that one called?
It's called. Hold on.
Potion of snakes.
Snakes.
Potions of motherfucking
you
snakes on his
Bet it's
motherfucker.
a mongoose.
It's called Zahir's Dream.
Zahir, Zafar,
Dream.
the wherever you.
Near. Far.
All right.
Anything else that you got?
He kind of like frantically looks around. I have a wonderful collection of books and knowledge over here. And there's just like a
That
big
could-
bookshelf.
it could be worth looking into. Anything on dragons?
Maybe. He kind of like starts shuffling around, and eventually, one of the books he tosses out in your direction is kind of like a smaller, leather-bound tome, kind of scaly on the outside. Lands on one of the tables nearby. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take it, put it in my bag.
Hey, you need to pay for that.
Oh, you didn't say it cost any money.
It'll be 10 gold. It's very informational.
You
I'll
know
give him
you've given.
gold.
Okay, sounds good. I'll put it in the bag of holding, so you need to hold on.
Okay.
What is there like a title on it at all?
It says Ligmans on Dragons.
Dragons. Book. All right.
I think we've got pretty much everything that we need for our journey. Are you fellas ready to get after it?
I'm gonna pick up the bear pelts. I'm just gonna say, well, who do you think's more deserving of these than us, and what would be of greater use to you than the knowledge of what magical powers these have when forged into their armor? How about when we return, we'll give you what we find out.
Ooh. Make a persuasion check with advantage. That's a good argument.
16.
16.
Oh wait, I didn't roll for advantage, so I can roll
Yeah.
again. Oh, 21.
21.
Woo!
He says, if you give me the information you get from forging these together, take them out of my sight.
Okay, thank you.
Well, all right.
Say no
There's
more.
that. This is lovely.
You sure you don't want this jug of yak's piss?
Is it magic yak's piss?
I don't
Walking
know.
out
Do you
the
want to
door.
drink it?
No.
How about you first? Yeah.
I'm too chicken.
I think we're gonna pass.
And then I'm gonna start making my way to the door.
Thank you so much for all your help, Tinsel Crotch. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple, maybe a week or two. Okay, bye.
Does he cringe or anything when we make up all these names?
He just kind of smiles like, you walk out the front door, and the first sight that greets you is Whisper leaning up against the outside of the shop. She says as you come out, nothing strange going on this morning. Everything's calm, clear. What's the plan?
I think we're gonna go to Gegari.
Are we all? Did we all leave the shop? Like we're all hanging out.
I assumed you all were heading out.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Wonderful. We need to head back home and resupply. We definitely have no concrete way of fighting a fully grown dragon. Potentially vampire as well. So, yeah.
I need to get all of my stuff back, or at least purchase new things. As you see, I'm mostly just wearing a smock and the Raven Queen's mantle.
I mean, is your stuff somewhere? Otherwise, we can always head to Gegari and get new stuff.
I'll like yell back. I assume she's just like we're right outside the shop, right?
She's leaning up casually against the outside wall.
Okay. I'll like lean back in. Oi, Tater Tots, do you have any suitable clothing for a young tiefling woman?
Clothing?
Oi,
For
or
me,
armor. I'm sorry.
a short
armor.
little man.
Right, nothing in the shop at all for that. Right.
No, sorry.
Can that butler make any clothes? He can make beer and food.
Unfortunately,
buddy
nothing that you could
disappears.
leave the house with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Let's go to where we had to hide during the first entrance of this town.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's-
that's
The old inn.
Oh, the inn there. Right.
what's his name? Steinmar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys are going to the Goblin's Grape Tavern. You head across the street, down the central street here, and find that the place is... sorry, I have to mute Chris again. You find that Steinmar is not there, but the place is no longer boarded up. Has been torn down. You see some of Steinmar's things on the inside, a place where he was storing a few things. What looks to be some carcasses that he had skinned and was just letting cool, and a cache of a small amount of food, like maybe 20 arrows, a bow, and a few other odds and ends.
Right. But no, well, I mean, that gesture. Is any of this of use to you? To whisper.
I'll take the bow. And she picks up the longbow and takes some of the arrows and puts them into an extra the thing you put on your back with the arrows.
Quiver!
Quiver, yes. I'm really slow today. A quiver, and slings them over her shoulder. Still need some armor, but I'll be fine for now. She still has 2 of your daggers, or one of them. One of them flew off.
Right. I'm just seeing if I have anything I can... Really nothing to lend. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's something.
Okay. It is something. Need more. Hopefully won't run into too much trouble on our way back.
Right. We should make haste then. It'll be a while to get there.
I mean, we didn't really run into anything too bad except for that goddamn piping son of a bitch.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
shall
okay.
we?
We go to Gegari.
All right. You gather up your things and hear a very loud echo in your headphones again.
I don't know if that's my cord or what, because I did not change anything.
It's really strange.
Mind flayers.
Mind
Is
flayers.
it there now or no?
Hello, hello. So
no, it's
far,
gone
it's
now.
all right.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
You guys continue gathering up your things, say your various goodbyes, and then head to the northwest-ish, mostly north, out of the city, on a path that you've traveled before on your way here. You travel the rest of the day, getting up past some of the large stones that occupy the bottom of the mountains of Gegari, or of the Zal Mountains. And you travel until evening. It's only, like, all the time you have left in the day is probably only about 6 hours. So, not too tired just yet. The sun starts going down and getting below the horizon. You all, most of you, I think, yeah, most of you getting hard to see as it gets darker, and the chill of the air kind of encroaches on you as it gets later in the evening, probably 8, 9, approaching 10 o'clock. You guys gonna set up camp?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys beginning to set up camp, and for the evening, is anyone taking watch?
Sure.
Yeah, I can watch.
Who's taking first watch?
I'll
I can
take
go.
all the watches.
Yeah, sounds like Chris.
Chris
I can
and
do
then
second.
Gabriel can always take a little bit of watch.
Gabriel does not sleep.
Okay.
Lazy
Perception
asshole.
checks.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural
No,
No,
20.
never mind.
So
16.
Atreus, you stay up through the first 4 hours of the sleep, just with a little bit of activity to watch for whatever is around, and you don't really hear anything out of the ordinary. You just hear the sounds of the crickets and the sounds of the forest, various nocturnal creatures like raccoons and things like that roaming throughout the forest. And your watch goes by without anything particularly bad happening. Next, who's on watch next? Aaron. All right, Aaron and Gabriel, perception checks.
Perception.
27?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cacked. Hold on. There we go. Not 27. Does it even matter? With a roll that high. 14.
14. All right. Aaron, a little bit of lingering fear from the dragon keeps you shaken a little bit, too on edge. You're looking around at various things that don't really matter that much, like a twig snaps in the distance and you kind of tense up and look off in that direction, and find yourself a little bit distracted. Gabriel, the night goes by for you with the normal things you would expect at night. And the time that you spent out in the forests, everything seems very natural. In fact, it seems like almost more alive around here than normal. As if the forest has kind of rebuilt itself. And more creatures and things are about in the forest, and it's very promising to you. The sun begins to rise at the end of your watch, and everyone awakens with a full rest.
Oh,
All right. Well, I guess onward. Unless anything happened. Did anything happen last night? I just looked like a rock.
I think everything in this forest is going to try and kill us.
It
But
doesn't
otherwise,
make it,
no. Nothing bad happened.
doesn't make it
Forest
any
seems to be
different
better
than
lately.
most of the forests.
Gabriel, what did you say?
Said the forest seems to be recovering nicely.
Right.
Actually.
It's
Right.
getting stronger. All the better to murder us with. We should leave.
This one is
Orsak like
terrible.
cautiously draws Paul them all, like looking around.
Where are the monsters? Where are the monsters?
Oh,
In
they
his
could
head.
be anywhere. They could even be among us.
Which one of them is a monster? We'll
It's
fight
you.
them. We'll fight them. No, I'm not a monster, I swear.
I put it away. As I'm just like talking to myself.
Yeah, that's what we
Don't worry, it's nothing. Let's go.
don't worry. Do this all the time.
Okay.
Hey,
Lovely.
You guys pack up camp, get ready. Whisper follows in the back, and she periodically just vanishes. You'll turn around, she's not there anymore. Then a few minutes later, she'll kind of just sneak out of the forest. She seems very paranoid. Will check out any little thing. And oftentimes will just overreact to various things. Not in like an emotional way, but in just taking way too many precautions. The travel throughout the day is mostly uneventful. But as it gets to mid-afternoon on the path here, you start getting up towards the mountains. The base of the mountains in this day. And are like starting to climb up the initial crossback path. And you find a... let's see, what's the marching order?
Well,
Not
this
me.
way.
I suppose I'll be going first.
Ortok's in front.
I'll be behind Ortok.
Okay.
I can go next.
Okay, so then, yeah, and then Aaron and then Whisper just kind of is always behind or vanishing. Ortok, you see ahead of you something you had not noticed before on your way here. The other direction. There is kind of like a stone sculpture of some sort, maybe 50 feet down the road on the right. It's very small, maybe like 3 feet tall. It's hard to tell like what exactly the sculpture is at this distance. It kind of blends in with the rest of the mountainous stone.
I don't remember that from before. That's different.
I'm gonna point it out to everybody.
Oh,
What's it, a sculpture?
I don't know. It's we're on the way. We might as well check it out.
As we get closer, does like anything in particular define it, or is it just kind of?
So as you approach it, you see that it's this stone sculpture. It's got like a very flat slate base to it. And protruding from the top of it is this seashell shape that is kind of like a nautilus shell, but instead of the characteristic swirl in the middle, it's like a wave crashing over the top of the seashell.
Well, it looks new.
Is it the seashell is like? I'm sorry. You said it was engraved in it, or it's just like part of the.
It is the sculpture. Like
It
the
is the
seashell
sculpture.
is what is carved out of the stone, and then the wave crashing on it is like kind of an engraving on the seashell that kind of crashes over the sea, like an artist's rendition of a wave crashing
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the top of it. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if it like moves. I just want to like touch it.
All right, give it a touch, and it appears to be anchored to the ground somehow.
Well, this is new. Does anybody recognize this as anything in particular?
Let's have everyone make a religion check.
Oh, what? Track
Religion.
Ooh.
Natural 20, so 20.
I don't think I've ever made one of those before.
9. I'll put
15.
9. It's a seashell.
Natural 20.
Where did Ortok get?
17. Sorry.
17. Ortok and Gabriel, you recognize this to be the symbol of Melora, the goddess of the wilderness and the sea.
Melora.
Oh, I don't know why I know this. It probably just something that I learned randomly, but it's the goddess of the sea, Melora. Probably. I don't know. Does anyone else know anything about?
With the natural 20 that Gabriel got, Gabriel, from some sort of deep-seated knowledge that you're actually didn't know that you had, just like a memory that spawns in your head. Somehow you've learned that Melora is not only the goddess of the wilderness and the sea, but her domains are nature and the tempest. And she is considered to be one of the few true neutral deities.
a church roll, if you will.
She is revered by most druids. And yeah, that's what you know.
Okay. I go up to the statue and I kind of, if there's any like dirt or something, I'll just brush it off a little bit and go, thank you for these lands. They are most beautiful.
And as you say this and you kind of brush it off, you feel like a very faint warmth off of it. And your attention is kind of drawn to the right a little bit. And you see a mountain goat bound up the side of the mountain from below, because you've kind of gone up like one or two switchbacks. It bounds up the side, crosses the path that is clearly man-made, and then bounds through one bush. And you see now that there, before you it was hard to see, now is an obvious path that the mountain goat had passed through. It turns around for a second as it's kind of up the side of the incline a little bit and huffs at you a little bit, clops, and then continues up the side of the mountain.
Okay.
Well, do you think it's a sign?
No, that's just a goat.
It might
Goat
have
is
been.
never just a goat.
It may have been.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. Well,
Continue on then.
what was that?
You want to continue on then?
Yeah, we might as well.
Wait,
Okay.
We'll continue in that marching order, I guess.
Sure.
All right. You guys continue for the rest of the day, and nothing eventful really happens. You start getting up into the... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just, are we following? Like, is the goat like slowly leading us?
Oh, you're following the goat.
No, I thought we were just continuing on.
Are you
No, just
continuing
continuing
on
down
the
the
path
road.
or following the goat? You guys
Continue
have
on
to
the path.
figure that out.
it sounds like we are ignoring the goat. Or should we vote on the goat?
I'm sorry.
I
You
guess
want to
I didn't
follow
know what
the
we're doing.
goat? You really do think it is a sign?
I mean, we have absolutely nothing to lose.
Oh, well, we might as well. Yeah, let's follow the goat.
I start going up the path.
But
You guys watch as Gabriel just...
What? Okay, yeah, Gabriel
Walks-
seems to
starts
know the
walking up.
most about this statue and its meaning.
right,
Or we follow Gabriel. Let's go.
we honestly just to play, devil's advocate. We might just be following a goat for a few hours. We'll find out, I guess.
So we've led ourselves more astray before, so
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so we're following the goat's path. The path is a little bit more strenuous. However, after about 4 hours of traveling up this path, you come to another man-made roadway. And you realize with some sort of weird twist of navigation, you've seen this place before. And over the 4 hours that it took you to travel this path, you probably knocked 10 hours off of your trip.
Oh,
Son of a bitch. And I thought we were just following a goat. I just was trying to offset this whole, like, I really don't want to see that Twinkle Tits guy again. Like, I got all the time in the world. We don't even have to go back, right? But, wow, was I wrong.
I mean, we still don't have to go back, but I definitely want to see if we can gain political power over a small majority of people for no reason whatsoever.
You've spoken like a true noble. Let's continue.
Your father would be proud.
Shut up now.
You hear
I walk
just a from the goat. I can't do goat sounds. From the goat.
There we go.
As it kind of clops nearby, it slightly nods its head towards Gabriel. Its large, proud horns making a pronounced bow, and then it gallops away down the way it came.
Well, lovely. Now what?
You've got a couple more hours of travel along this path that you have rediscovered, and then it gets pretty dark. You also realize that this shortcut has taken you past the area you had encountered the stone giants. So, as it becomes dark, you guys are making camp, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah.
I suppose.
And to expedite things, we'll say this night goes by without any trouble. Don't notice anything out of the ordinary. A little bit of snow manages to reach your vision a little bit. It doesn't quite stick just yet, as it melts as it hits the ground. And then the next day comes. You guys continue on your journey. Let's see here. Where's this? You guys continue along the path, and Ortok, we'll say you're in front, as you were leading yesterday. You hear kind of a squeaking sound of like wood against metal, and wood against stone or cobbles, and you see off in the distance, coming over the horizon of one of the switchbacks, a cart drawn by a single horse, and one kind of frizzy looking man mushing the reins. He's about say 100 feet away as he comes around the corner. Just kind of, it's not going particularly fast. It's kind of leisurely clopping down the switchbacks.
I wonder if this guy knows that this road literally only goes into a zombie-infested forest.
It also goes to Gegari.
He's going the opposite direction of Gegari, right?
Yeah, he's coming
Oh.
seemingly from Gegari.
Yeah.
There are no more zombies, though.
Well, he doesn't know that.
So we can tell him the good news.
I mean, I guess so. Does anyone have any bagpipes?
I left mine at home and full of holes and buried about 4 feet underground. Sorry.
You're very smart indeed.
Can I use thaumaturgy to make bagpipe sounds?
Do you what?
They're usually more sinister sounds with, bagpipes are pretty sinister.
I was gonna say that,
true.
that is a debate we can probably have right now, but
Yeah. I will say no, you cannot.
How about like Count Dracula organ? No.
I have to read. I have to read thaumaturgy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
Hey, the scariest of all chords.
Do, do, do. Can you
Nope.
sound? Yeah, it's something like ominous or evil.
Okay, never
generally.
mind then.
Okay. He's continuing to get closer. He's probably about 50 feet away now, and he definitely notices you. You turn around and you notice that Whisper is gone. As usual, as weird things happen or anything happens, she seems to disappear. And the man stands up, and you notice he's rather short. Starts waving at you. You see he's got like slight pointed ears, frizzy hair, like he hasn't taken care of it in forever, and it has kind of like a brown cape on, kind of a worn leather armor. He says, "Hello there, good friends. What can I interest all of you in some of my wares?" And he pats the horse on the back and says, and the horse stops and he jumps out, and he's definitely a gnome, but for a gnome, he's he's short for a gnome. He wears kind of these shoes that have like little curls and points on the end, like a Who from Whoville, and he saunters up to you, Ortok, and says, "I have the finest meats in the land. Can I interest you in some of my beef jerky?"
I mean, you probably can. I'll be completely honest.
Wonderful, wonderful. My name is Tom, by the way.
Tom.
Tolm.
Tom.
Yeah, you got it. It's fine. Okay, let's see. How much beef jerky would you like? Look like a strapping fellow that needs a lot of protein.
Do you have different kinds of jerky?
Right. So we got, let's see. I have got some barbecue. An interesting thing from in the north. I'm not sure. Well, I'm just trying it out, let's say. I have teriyaki, I think they call it. And, of course, the typical peppered.
Yeah, I'll just take the typical. How much is that gonna run me?
That would be per pound 7 silver.
Oh, that's easy. I got that. I got that. Here you go. One pound. This is just for me, by the way. I turn around. I'm like, this is mine. Just so you know, you guys, this is for all talk.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And he kind of pulls out the requisite amount and gives you a sack, kind of bound at the top.
I'm gonna start eating it.
And it is damn good.
This is damn good. You sell anything else other than jerky?
Let's see. I've got wonderful jerky. I have some great fresh cuts of mountain goat, some chicken.
Wait, fresh? How? Wait.
Oh, wait.
How fresh are these cuts of mountain goat?
Day or two.
Oh, shit.
Would you say they're absolutely divine?
Indeed.
Come on.
I don't know. I'm vegetarian. Sorry.
Your loss.
I don't want to eat cursed meat.
Well, anyone else interested in some of my wares? I do have a couple pelts as well.
Do you have any incense?
Incense? No.
How about I
What
I got
are
a
you?
couple. Me?
No, that machine man.
It's really rude of you to ask. I'm kind of offended.
He is prepared, is what he is. Imagine this. A group of bandits suddenly come out and fire arrows every directions at your head. Who's the only one that's prepared? Him. That's right.
That's a good point. He puts up his
Right.
hood.
You guys need anything else? Otherwise,
Well, here, let
I'm
me.
pretty good.
But I'm gonna show the pelts that I have.
Ooh. Those are some fine bear pelts. What do you want for them?
Say probably about 1,000 gold, right?
Well, at least.
No, I don't think I want to trade them.
That's like a
Oh, okay.
50% discount.
Yeah, 50%. Well, I just wondered what you knew, if you knew anything about them.
Well, I've heard. Now, I mostly hunt for meats, but I have heard the bears around here mystical in nature, and the pelts can fetch a handsome price for one that would be thinking of making leather armor out of it.
Do you know? Do they, by making leather armor out of this, do you get any special magical abilities
It's
or
hard
anything?
to say if any of the rumors are true. I haven't seen actually anyone do it. It's hard to do. The bears are quite ferocious. I've seen at least 2 hunters, some apprentices of mine, die from such ambitions.
Well, what's the rumors?
The rumors are that you will no longer be attacked by any wild beast. And it grants you the ability to speak with some of these beasts.
Now that is rather fascinating.
Yeah.
That sounds made up. Sounds made up. Yep, no real.
Yeah, he's not gonna want these, and I'll shove them back under my
Well,
robe. And then I'm gonna pull out. How much you want for that terisuki meat you got there?
the Terisuke
Who's
is...
Tarasuke?
I don't
See-
know anyone
see,
named
that's what the-
Terry. Well,
He- he
anyway,
got-
it does sound like that, doesn't it? But no, the Terry, he kind of like looks at the little card that's on one of them. Terry, okay, is 8 silver a pound.
Okay. What is it? 10 silvers and a gold, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll give him 2 golds.
Okay.
And then just because he told me about the pelts. Yeah, I think for the info on the pelts.
Oh, no problem. You're looking for 2 pounds then, probably, or 1 pound.
Just 1 pound.
Okay. Gives you the meat.
You can have that extra.
Well, this has been a wonderful little meeting. Fortuitous, I say, as my journey is only going to get better from here. And he jumps up onto his cart and says, "Good day to you all." And he mushes his horse forward, and it clop, 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 walks slowly away. The horse, now you notice, looks kind of old, and the horse probably couldn't walk any faster if it wanted to.
Does it look wounded at all?
It doesn't look wounded, it just
It's
looks
just
freaking old.
sour.
Yeah. It walks by, and the smell of various cured meats passes through your nostrils as it disappears.
As the Why not? I'll be. What's the word? I don't know the word for it. But as the horse passes by, noticing its troubles. I'm gonna cast freedom of movement on it.
Yeah. Okay. It speeds up noticeably as it just does, and the Tolm is just like,
That lasts
"Whoa
for an
there, whoa
hour.
there!" And it's like almost rattling off of the cart,
Well,
is bouncing back and forth.
I don't think he goes faster.
But his arthritis isn't
Yep.
hurting him anymore.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, good luck. That lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Lovely.
Nice. Okay.
Just pat it. Scratch the butt.
Yep. They disappear down one of the switchbacks more quickly, and Tolm is still kind of yelling at it a little bit, like, "Oh, hold on!" Goes around the corner. The rest of your day is uneventful. You reach another camping site, and you estimate, based on the shortcut that you took, the next day you probably only have to travel, another 4 or 5 hours instead of a full day. Whisper reappears for the evening. He just says, "Who's that strange man?"
Just a
The
traitor.
jerky
Of-
salesman. Oh, he gave us his.
I'm gonna give her some of my jerky.
She takes it skeptically, takes a bite, pauses, and then walks away from you, takes another big bite.
It's good. It is good. Right.
Should have killed him, then you could have taken all of his meat.
You can't live like that, Whisper. Just, but you're right. You're right, and when you're right, you're right. Damn it!
Didn't you just suggest threaten the town crier for all his possessions?
I mean,
think you call
but
that
I
robbing.
know the town crier doesn't have any real possessions.
Okay. So
Serious
that makes
one.
it better. Okay.
I think you should ask the warden or something for bounties on dragons.
I don't know if the rumors are true about these pelts. It could be handy.
I
So
think
let's
it would
see
be.
what we can
it's
do to
worth
get these
investigating.
into armor.
Right. We can always, find out if it's a real opportunity, or we could, have it turned into armor and sell it anyways. Oh, I think we are great salespeople. We're people.
Some of us are.
Oh, we all deal with people in different ways. I like to talk. You like to behead. Different strokes for different folks. At the end of the day, we all park our cart in the same barn.
Wow, that was quite the string
Hey, man.
of soft days.
Oh,
Pack a card. Hey, bye.
God. That was almost Bostonese.
Oh no.
That's Aaron's, tough half cousin or something. Aaron, I heard you was in jail for knocking.
You guys are able to make camp for the evening. It's an uneventful night. The cold sets in a little bit more. The snow finally making it to the ground, and you find you have to bundle up a lot more to keep warm. The air is being quite chilled, and You can see her breath coming out. The morning comes with the sun piercing through a thick veil of snow, and you see that the tree line is ahead, where no more trees will be coming up or growing at this altitude. You then pack up your various things and start traveling for the day. On your way, say about 2 hours into your journey,
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, no.
Sorry. Everyone, please roll a perception check.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought initiative was going to be the word,
Ooh.
so that's all right.
17.
Whoops, there
17.
it goes.
19.
19. Shit.
Perception.
Ortox had some pretty nice rolls. I won't roll anything above a 10 for the rest of it.
Nice. What is perception? 15.
15.
Yes.
All right. None of you hear the sound of crunching under your feet, as disguised under the new layer of snow, an enormous net gets ripped up from the ground from a nearby lonely pine tree and ensnares Ortok, the leader, the front of this group, in a large net trap, and he is all of a sudden lifted up and snared into the pine tree about 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, son of a bitch. What the fuck is going on? Well, don't just stand there, you guys.
How you said it's 10 feet off the ground?
Well, the pine tree's like 40 feet tall, and then
Okay,
Ortok
but he's
has been
hanging.
lifted 10 feet off the ground from the trap.
I'm gonna grab my blade and start like attempting to like hack my way.
I'm gonna sacred flame the rope that's holding it to the tree.
Man, roll an attack for me.
It makes a dex save.
Oh,
I was gonna say I could combine
so
your
dexterous.
two.
yeah.
I can
So-
combine your two things and use a flaming sword, but here we go.
So, the flame projects out of your hand and sears straight through the rope. And Ortok, as you're kind of like working to try and get yourself out, all of a sudden you feel weightless as you slam 10 feet straight into the ground, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
God damn it. What the fuck? What was the point of... God, why? Just why? Why? Ugh.
Looking around at the trap, you see that there is a chunk of leather on it with kind of like a burned in name on it, and it just says Talm.
Son of a bitch. I bought his turkey, or his jerky. Fuck. I'm taking the net. It's mine now.
Like looking around, now that we know what we're looking for, do we see any more of these?
Well, this one's connected to a tree, and there's not that many trees around, and this is like one of the only trees that's nearby the path.
Oh, okay.
But yes, now that you're looking
I'll help
actually
Ortok
at
out
the
of
trees.
the net.
Okay, you cut off the various bits of net, and you're able to, Ortok, you're able to retrieve the net in a mostly good state. It's got a couple of breaks in it.
A few holes. Alright.
Now that you know what you're looking for, you can take a look at the trees as you're passing by them and probably be able to spot the trap. If there is one.
Onward then.
Yeah,
That was just
I think so.
terrible.
Ortog's offended and upset, and is gonna continue on in silence.
Ortok, looking a little bit pouty, continues to walk ahead, and the rest of you follow. Over the next couple hours, you manage to get into the thick of the mountain range and find one of the pathways into Gegari, the very many cave systems, cave entrances that lead into the space. You spend the next hour or so inside of these caves, significantly warmer from not being windy in here or snow coming down. The familiar feel of the air and smell returning to you, the sense of kind of homeliness getting stronger as you get further and further into the mountain. And eventually you emerge, finding yourselves inside of Gegari. You easily
home
walk
sweet
through. You easily walk through all of the various checkpoints and guards, seemingly noticing you and nodding in recognition. Some of them giving you a little bit of like a fist up salute. You guys are heading back to the Alamo, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Is Whisper still following us?
She is, and now that it's
Okay.
like been harder to hide in some of these areas, she's been a little bit more present behind all of you, getting a little bit more comfortable with you, and you find your way into the Alamo after dodging many different people, as the place seems quite busy. Things seem to be going as normal for this city. People doing their various bits of trading. The market district seeming decently busy. You see the Thayan Enclave, the Praetor Emporium looking quite busy. Its artificial sun kind of hovering up in its mid-morning position.
That reminds me, can I toss a couple of gold to that lovely shopkeep lady, to just kind of recharge my backpack a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. So you
Lovely.
leave it with the cook. I forgot her name.
Yeah,
But
she had a food stall. Yes.
she had a food stall. So yeah, she accepts the gold, gives you a nod, seemingly a little bit more in recognition this time. Last time you met her, she seemed like she didn't know you just yet.
I'm not sure what these are, but hand crossbows, finger crossbows to you.
And she puts it in a secure location above her shop.
Lovely.
You guys find your way back to the Alamo and enter the front door. Finding where is it? You find Yondala in the front, just sweeping the front hall. Oh, hello everyone. Glad to see you've returned.
Oi, we've had a journey for sure. Has anyone visited the place while we were gone?
No, not really.
Oh, what a shame. Did we ever find out how we collect a reward for saving the town?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the room in general.
No, we just kind of left when we heard about the obsidian.
Right. Right. I really think we should be compensated.
Perhaps the local law. What's the? Probably a warden.
You can talk
Warden.
to I used to know who it was. It's been so long. It's been like years. But like really only months.
Well, speaking of which, Mitch, how long has it been since I left that short sword with the priestess to be like super blessed?
It's
Super
been
Give or take, you know.
9 or 10 days.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna take like months. Got it.
Yeah, she said 2 months, I believe.
Yeah.
Did we even find any money?
Yeah, we have enough.
You
I have
found
enough to
some
pay her
money, yeah.
back.
Oh, okay.
Just yeah, don't ask me to pay any bail money.
We're gonna divvy that up.
Well, yes and no.
It goes into a collective bank that Aaron then manages.
Oi,
It's on his belt.
I point to his belt.
I kind of like. Ta-da!
Whisper walks up behind all of you, says, "Nice place. Who's the old hag?"
Hey, that's Yondala. She's great. She makes wonderful food.
Right, this old hag will not feed you if you call her an old hag.
Fine. Got a place for me?
Why, we have a room with her and over there, and yeah, pretty much. I know there's a bed and not a bunch of, personal items. You can stay.
Okay. She walks downstairs. Wait, where's everyone? I have yet to make a map of this place, but where is everyone imagining their rooms to be?
You can think of Aaron's room as like the Slytherin common room, like it's in
In the basement, yeah.
the basement area. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wartalk?
that is just somewhere off the first floor, probably right off the common room or
Right
down
off the bar.
hallway.
Okay.
Right by the bar, you know.
Atreus?
Doesn't really bother me. I guess yeah, on the first floor is fine.
Okay. Whisper starts walking around on the first floor here. Kind of looks into various rooms. She gets towards one of the side rooms off of the bar, and she says, "You usually keep corpses just sitting around?"
I mean, sometimes we do. Where did you find this corpse?
In here?
Okay,
she's-
let's take a look.
She's pointing into your room, Ortok.
Oh, this could be mine. This could be important.
You walk into the room, and sprawled onto your bed is a probably at least a couple week old body. Or at least the body, like, it's not been here a couple weeks, but it has been dead for a couple weeks. The body of your old wizarding friend, Jocko Smuts.
Oh boy, we have a problem.
I instantly want to go investigate and see like what happened, like what injury might have happened to him, if there's anything on his body in particular.
Okay, yeah, do an investigation check.
Solid 6.
6. So you don't find anything, like, you just kind of like in a hustle, like trying to figure out quick what's going on. You don't find anything like any specific items, but you definitely notice that he has been stabbed multiple times by some sort of short weapon in the chest.
This is less than good. This is far less than good.
And I don't find that anything like that would determine who it is at all. Just kind of a dead body.
Oh, I mean, like, it You mean it's...
Like, who would have done that? There's no, like, marking. There's no obvious marking
Oh,
of
no.
anything.
It's just
Okay.
like, it's probably a dagger. That's about all you can
Okay.
figure out.
You guys, we have a bit of an issue.
I'm gonna, like, call to everybody.
I mean, it can't be any more than it's usually. Oh,
Okay, so this is my friend Jocko. We used to do some jobs together when I was in Winborn.
We've met Jocko, I think.
Yes, I believe we met Jocko one time.
Who is
He
this?
was very alive. No, he's not. And he's in my bed.
Gabriel, you notice with your super high passive perception that there's like a small dribble of blood that leads off to the other side of the bed.
I go look over there.
You look over there and you find a short steel dagger driven into the ground with a small sheet of paper on it.
Oh.
You yank it out of the ground, and it actually takes a little bit of like pull to yank this dagger out of the ground. It somehow got pushed in really hard, and you pull it up, and written.
Or talk. I think this might be of some note.
Oh, great.
I give it the note to him.
Ortok on the note, written in Orcish, is simply "You're next."
Oh boy. We have a bit of an issue, gentlemen.
Is that a suicide note?
Not
What's going on?
quite. It just says, it's two really simple words. This one means your, and the second word it says next.
Ibowai means God, and Asadiga. No. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? No.
Nope.
Okay. It's
Just-
a Book of Mormon thing, musical nerd stuff.
Oh.
There's a song that roughly translates to "fuck you, God."
The Book of Mormon.
Yep. That's what happens when
Generally,
the South Park writers write a musical. Anyways, you're next.
yes.
Well, great. Do you recognize the handwriting at all?
It's in Orcish, so it's all just a scribble.
Do you recognize the scribble? I don't know how this works.
Do you know who may have done it?
Possibly.
Do I know
Back
how long
when I
ago this person died?
Make a medicine check.
17.
17. Best you can guess, somewhere between 2 or 3 weeks ago.
So this room reeks, is what you're saying.
It must have been placed here recently, because it doesn't like particularly reek. I mean, it smells up close, and also seemingly Yondola didn't seem to notice it.
I'm gonna run out real quick and talk to her. And I'm just gonna ask if like she's seen if anybody's come in that's not like from the group, if anybody's found their way in
No,
recently.
Gary just goes out to one of the gardens every once in a while.
Was it Gary?
No,
Gary's
Gary
he's
doesn't
not
use
a-
knives.
He's
I
not
don't
a
think he can
stabber,
write in Orcish.
Right.
I don't think he knows Orcish. He's had a lot of free time, though. He might have learned it. I'm
Probably
not
feel
sure.
like
But,
was this like? So I remember we met someone that you knew from past before, but
this is
wasn't-
him.
okay.
Back when I was in Winborn, I was part of a group that would do dirty work for a larger collective of the Black Watch, which I've mentioned before. The problem is, the one who is in charge of the group was not somebody I was a super big fan of for a while. And well, we butted heads for a little bit, and he kicked me out, and I left, and then I got a little drunk, and I accidentally killed him in a bar fight.
That all sounds
Small problem,
perfectly
and then
reasonable.
he was one of, I believe, 4 or 5 heads of the Black Watch.
-1.
-1, who is now dead. And then Jocko, when we ran into him last, said that everybody else from my party was slowly dying off. Not sure why. They didn't really piss anyone off. It was just me, but I made scarce, and I have not been over there since. I'm kind of surprised to see this, because I thought I was doing a pretty good job of laying low. Obviously. My
The
real
whole city
name
seems to know you.
is Bortok Nuru. I never thought they'd find me.
I knew it. I knew it.
But needless to say, the Black Watch, yeah, this is a rogue version of the Black Watch, and they're a bit more aggressive, which is part of the reason I tried to get out. They could pose a major threat to what we do here, unless we end up clearing this out.
So where do you think we would find them?
That's a really great question. I sent out somebody to find any information from Windborne after we got back from Draconia, and I haven't heard anything back.
That's-
So
well, it sounds
obviously,
like they might
whoever it
find us.
is here. They must be here. This is very out of their territory. They usually don't leave Windborne.
Right. Did they find you in Aradel at all?
No,
Nothing there. At least they didn't. Let it be known. Obviously, we've been becoming more renowned. What with the absolute thousands of enemies slain at this point.
we're approaching million.
It's true. It's true. We'll
We're
be up
counting. We're in the high 850,000. Yes.
there.
This is
Yeah, I'm
truly an
surprised we just
exaggeration.
haven't killed these people already. But
I mean, just purely statistically, I'm not sure.
Right. So,
do we want to? Yeah, I don't know. We plan. It sounds like they're gonna maybe find us. Because you're next.
I mean, they're...
can I
Would you like help taking care of your friend here?
Yeah, we should probably get rid of this because it smells really bad.
right?
And I need to sleep in here.
Yeah. Can I like scour the room, scour the general area? I don't know, for any thieves' cant markings.
Sure, do a investigation check.
I'll do an investigation check. What's a natural 20 it is?
Natural 20. You
Lovely.
scour the room and you find no signs of thieves' cant.
Next.
Would they send somebody else out to just drop us off?
I don't know. I can't remember where we last saw Jocko, to be completely honest, but it was not in Gegari.
If we wait until tomorrow, I could
We
ask
saw
your
where
friend
did-
what happened.
Ooh. That could
Why do
be
we have to wait till
beneficial.
tomorrow?
Because I do not have that spell prepared today.
well,
Technically.
okay. I was gonna ask, do we have to like put them on ice or something, or we can just
Just so
set them
long
to the
as he's
side?
not.
I just picture like Ortak shoving him off the bed and dusting the sheets off.
I'm pretty much gonna like pick him up and like put him in a corner for now, and then just pick up the sheets and like flap them out.
Oh, it's
Put
just
it
a
back.
stain.
There's just like a little
It's
bit of
fine.
like some fluid spot, like splotches on it, but otherwise it's all right.
Fine. I'll clean it. Yonder, can you do some laundry for me?
Sure, Master Orchak.
Here, I just need you to clean this sheet.
Oh, I'm
It's a
okay,
puberty
okay. And she
Much appreciated.
takes it and starts going towards a washroom. Kind of like pinches her nose and takes it. And, all right. Whispers just it's kind of like standing there thinking really hard. So you think this is the Black Watch coming after you?
Yes, it's a rogue sect of Black Watch that had Windborn in grips, financially. Most of what I was in the business of was extortion, but they had assassins and other sorts of people as well. It was quite an operation. But with it being rogue, they usually stick to Windborn. And last I heard, they weren't planning on expanding.
Right.
Interesting. They really want you that bad. Do you know anything? Anything
not
that
off the-
they want to keep secret?
That's entirely possible. I saw some real shit. It was rough, with some of the stuff they were doing. I'm not super proud of it. It's part of the reason I left, breaking kneecaps and such. But I'm sure there's something, or at least a few things that I saw that maybe I should not have seen.
Well, if that's the case, starting now, you can never be alone. So if you don't mind, I'm staying right here. And she plants herself on the other side of the room.
Like next to the corpse, or
Snuggles up.
Yeah, kind of nearby. Opposite, like not opposite corner, like just like 6 feet away on the wall nearby. She kind of fiddles a dagger and plants it in the ground next to her.
Alright, I guess you can stay here.
I guess
I
I'm
guess.
keeping watch.
Okay, we're in the middle of our hold, but I guess
right, and they dumped a dead body in your room. So
I
clearly
mean,
that has no effect on them.
Yondala's not the best god, I'll be honest.
Right?
And technically, did all of everybody else we hired is dead except for Lindua?
Correct. She is. You haven't encountered her yet here.
Yeah.
Oh,
My spy is dead.
Well, I better go check on.
He didn't have an on-screen death, but we can
But
assume
it's-
he's dead.
but we know.
Atreus, you go check around the house, and Linwood does not appear to be here.
When I ask the cook, what was her name again?
Yondoa?
Yondola. Okay, yep, I'm gonna ask her if
Oh.
she's seen it.
Linwood just, I think, went out for some shopping. Should be back soon.
Right.
Do you know where she went?
Probably to the Priador Emporium.
That's probably where we should head, to be honest. My mind's a little reeling that they could actually find me. I would love to blow my money on some, I don't know, belt of dwarven kind or something. Do we have 5,000 gold pieces?
We do not.
Son of a bitch.
We don't have anywhere close to 5,000 gold.
How much do you have in your belt?
2,000.
Not 5,000.
Not 5,000.
It just says not 5,000.
Just
We acquired
Um,
gems and such.
Oh yeah, we
Well.
do get some gems.
I don't
Yeah,
think
we
we have.
gotta sell a bunch of stuff.
So yeah, is it night right now or what time is it?
It's like just afternoon.
Oh, is it
okay.
also possible I've got
I. Go ahead, sorry.
I've got 5 longbows and 100 arrows. I've got a bunch of stuff that we were gonna put here that I keep forgetting to put here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna drop that off.
Sounds good.
Cool.
In that chest that we found, there was 1,300 GP. There were 6 rubies worth 50 gold each, and 5 platinum.
This is true. Let's see here. I just need to put this in here. My vote's for go to go to town and do some shopping. Although I'm gonna take a leak real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, break, everyone.
Indeed. Actually, yeah, he has a good point. I'll be right. Come to think of it, the power
Time
of
for
suggestion.
whiz and drinks.
Has my mic been, or you haven't been hearing the delay anymore, have
It's
you?
been good for the
It's been
last
good.
half an hour at least, yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know what else to check, and then like the end of my headset has a cord that breaks out into the input audio and the output.
Okay.
So I just twisted that and it made a bunch of like screeching noises in my headphones and eventually just went away.
Ooh.
And then I didn't hear it
Notice the
anymore.
screeching.
So I don't know. I mean, everything sounds fine on my end. So I wonder if it was just like dirty or something. And like the connection was crossing somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. That's
Because
weird.
it seemed like when I would move, it would trigger it for a little bit. But yeah, if it's good now, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Cool, cool. You know, I'm actually going to use this break scene that I made. Are you ready?
Oh, we got one.
Break!
And Cody has a pretty big aquarium. Is it aquarium or is that for his lizard?
That's actually for a lizard. It's called a tegu.
I saw him post something on Facebook, I think. Because he says, "Do you have a harness for it?"
Yeah, he has like a little harness. He can walk it in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't know that was actually his lizard. That's cool.
Yeah, they're pretty smart.
Tegu. What does the dog do when it sees the lizard?
We try and not let that interaction happen.
Okay. Probably smart. I was just wondering.
Between
Yeah.
Bear and what's Cody's lizard's name again?
Sam.
Sam. Bear and Sam. They sound like they'd be best friends.
Yeah, the only problem is, like, Bear is kind of friendly with it, but Sam, as with, like, a lot of reptiles, you can startle them pretty easily, and then they have, like, a really strong, like, fight-or-flight response. So, even Cody has to be careful, like, feeding Sam as to not scare him. Otherwise, he'll just, like, bite you.
Bite you right in the face. That's a little creepy, but at the same time, still pretty cool.
Yeah. So we just don't want a lizard, like, hanging on to Bear's nose.
Oh,
That would be terrible.
I mean, true. Well, whatever. That's still pretty cool.
La.
And we're back with that wonderful intro.
Oh, that was the first thing I heard.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
first thing I unmuted. As soon as I clicked unmute, you're like, "Trollolololo."
That is a classic. Absolutely.
Classic Storm Animus.
It's amazing.
That's what I assume. That's what Strongmouse sounds like. Really, just
Yeah, I love your description of him, where he's basically Zeus plus the ghost of Christmas
Who's present?
present. Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys are kind of reeling with your new situation and kind of gathering yourself in the Alamo, what are you guys doing?
Do we want to go to town now?
Oh yes, we need potions. We need anything that can help us.
Um,
I don't even know where to begin. You're the dragon expert. What do we even need to fight this thing?
oh, I got this book. I guess I can start reading that.
Right. That and you rolled a natural 20 last time we had to think about dragons.
Yeah, you're only going to get better information.
Is there a library?
So, Atreus, I'll say, in order to read this book, like, you're very learned and you read quite quickly. So, it probably take you about half a day to get through the entirety of this book.
Yeah, do you want me to stay here and read it? But I don't know if it's good if we split up either right now.
I mean, I feel like I'll probably be fine. I'm just.
Right. Well, Whisper will be watching Ortalk at all times. Or Bortalk. My apologies.
No, it's.
Bortalk.
I made that up. But in hindsight, I should probably have changed my name. I didn't even think to do that.
I mean, look at me. I faked my own death and kept my name. We are not the smart. We're not the smartest carts in the
But
barn.
we are professionals.
But we are professional. If we can do anything, yeah.
Let's go to the market, get what we need to get. Atreus, if you would like to stay behind and read, feel free. $1 will keep you safe.
Yeah, I kind of want to. Do we want to drop these bear pelts off and get them turned into armor?
Oh yeah, I can. Well, would anybody use it?
Leather armor.
I think if I wear any armor, I'm at a disadvantage, aren't I?
I don't think you're proficient with any armor. Are you?
That's right. You magic folks just like to wear
I
your pajamas everywhere.
I don't think so.
They are very comfy. No.
Is there a way to become proficient in it or no?
If you
Like
take
you
a
are,
feat, if you take a feat instead of a stat increase, some feats say like lightly armored or something like that. You can take that.
There's
feat.
all kinds of them.
But if a dragon is considered a wild beast, it wouldn't attack me, right? If the rumor was true.
Well, dragon is its own category of creature. It's not.
Okay.
It's not
So
considered a beast.
that would work. Yeah, would anybody actually use this?
Leather armor. I think if it's. What do I have for it? Let me just double check. Because I think I have light armor. I don't know if I have medium armor.
Leather armor is light armor.
Oh, then I can wear it.
Do you have armor already?
I am wearing studded leather armor of lightning resistance.
We could always just sell it.
Although talking to animals would be fun as well. If that's even a true thing.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, do you want me to stay here then and read the book, see what I can find, and you guys go to town?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's
Right.
do it.
Okay, I'll give you the.
Small hiccup in that, real quick
What?
there. if there are things that will help us defeat a dragon, won't we want to know that information before we go shopping?
This is true.
That is fair.
You're a speed reader. It's lucky I lifted that curse. Otherwise, we'd been shopping for hours and would have gone.
Would you guys perhaps be interested in maybe beating the paper, see if anybody's coming to town in the past couple days, maybe carrying a dead body?
Casual questions anyone would ask.
There's Bob with his dead body again.
There's Dead Bob. Dead Bob.
Happen all the time in Windborne. Very common. Come down the street carrying one, maybe two dead bodies. Just
I can't say the same for Aerodel. We tend to usually we would dump them in the ravine before anyone noticed.
or we used to have a cart that would go up and down the streets, and we'd have one guy, and he would go, "Bring out your dead." And we just chuck him in the cart.
Was his name Monty?
I mean, it could, I don't know. It changed every once in a while because they usually end up on the cart.
That's fair. That's very
He's
fair.
a passenger. Okay.
Anyways, what do you?
Well, do you guys want to search around and just get basic stuff right now? Then we can. If I find anything good, we can meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to get me a greater potion of healing?
Oh, sure.
How much are those usually?
They're usually around somewhere between 100 and 200 gold pieces, depending on.
Oh, jeez. Okay, maybe I don't know if I want to spend that much. How much is a regular potion?
Usually
Around
50.
Well, I'll read my book. I can always run to town quick and get a potion. That's easy enough.
Okay.
Do we want to do the pelts now?
Well, we might as well take care of that. Yes.
Okay.
Pelts. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I got 400 gold. I'll just give it to War Attack.
400 gold?
Yeah, 'cause I don't know. I don't know how much. Yeah, if you think it's a good deal, do it. I'll read this, see if I find anything, save some
Just
money in
put it
case I
his
find
belt.
anything good.
I don't know if I have enough. I probably carry it, but I don't want to.
As you guys are talking at this point, you hear a loud thumping, kind of a scraping sound, and then Gary comes walking through one of the doors and just sweeps up Ortok off the ground and gives him this huge hug.
Hello, my friend.
Just
How are you?
big crushing hug, and then puts you down.
You haven't learned Orcish in your spare time, have you?
He just stares at you.
I didn't think so. What a smart guy.
He doesn't speak Sylvan, but he responds to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I needed.
And he seems to kind of have like a weird bond to you. Like kind of understands your intentions, kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him about the body and if he's seen anybody then. Like if he's seen anything out of the ordinary. Like with my mind.
He kind of like turns and beckons you to follow. And
Did
he
you
starts
follow someone?
he starts going downstairs. He's kind of just like heeds you to follow with his hands or with his weird like bark arms. And heads downstairs. He's still kind of like clumsy, so sometimes his head or something scrapes against the ceiling, and he lumbers through a couple of the doors. And it's kind of confusing where he's going at first, but then you realize more and more that he is heading towards the secret exit. And he gets right up to the concealed doorway where the secret exit you guys had installed was, and you find that it has numerous large scrapes all over it, and it's kind of broken at the top.
Oh shit.
Seeing the scrapes, can I tell what would, like, if it was a tool, or if it was like some sort of beast?
I'll let you do either investigation or survival, up to you.
Doesn't really matter, I think. Actually, oh nope, doesn't matter. 15, no.
15.
Yeah.
You're sure that it doesn't look like a weapon. It looks like some sort of natural thing, like something clawed it.
And the hole that's in the top, how big is it?
It looks like maybe like 6 inches wide. It's kind of like broken out at the top. It's like a chunk of it, like this big, is just blown out the top.
More of like a grabbed it and
yeah, it had
moved
like busted off the top corner of the door.
Okay.
Does it look like Gary's doing?
It does not. Gary does not like have claws. You see that one of his arms is more like a club, and the other one is kind of like vaguely shieldish.
Where did this lead to again?
This leads to far outside the city in one of the caverns.
Yeah.
And was presumably kept secret by the people that designed the place and built it.
Right. I knew I should have murdered them. I take responsibility for this. I'm very sorry. I didn't murder enough of the builders after they were done. But we don't have a body cart, so it just would have been a big mess.
I mean, not having a body cart's a good thing, really. Or maybe they could be somebody good to start with, as well as the local establishments. Figure out who did this. In the meantime, we should probably fix this, though. Where's Yandala?
Okay, I'm gonna start reading my book because I'm not gonna help with this. I don't think I'm gonna be much help.
Did you guys want to head to the market?
How much of this door can be fixed with mending?
I'd say the scratches could easily be mended, but you need to find the chunk that fell off in order to repair the hole.
Oh.
Or that was
busted off. Do I see it anywhere?
Do a perception check.
14.
14. You notice that, like, you kind of like glance towards the other side of the door. You notice that the chunk is in the passageway on the opposite side.
I go get it.
Okay, kind of like slide open the door. You notice the door is like, it's been damaged in a way that makes it hard to move, and then you retrieve the chunk. Mostly stone with some like iron banding around it that had been ripped free, and with a few different separate castings of mending, you're able to sew the piece back on and then eliminate a bunch of the scratches. It is not in brand new condition, but it is definitely better than it was.
Okay.
So, do we want to head to the market, do shopping?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Atreus is staying here and reading.
Yeah.
Okay. Whisper says, I'm protecting that half-orc right there. Best of luck to you, Atreus, if anything happens.
He has thrown mountains at people.
I'm sure. And she walks out.
I still got Gary here. Gary's
That one
staying.
was like sort of the truth, though. Oh, fuck it.
That one was kind of the truth. What did you guys want to look for in particular? Like, where did you want to go first?
I would like to find some incense. Personally.
Incense.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
You guys head out the front door of the Alamo. And your place was being built in kind of a new part of town. Definitely an expansion of the area. And there were several lots around you that were vacant, empty. You notice that you have 2 new neighbors. Right next to your place, there is another, what looks to be like another budding bar of some sort. Currently unnamed, still under construction. And then across the street from you, an interesting looking building. It kind of tickles your memory just a little bit. A wooden building with a little front patio. 2 stories tall. And Aaron, you remember, I went on the side of this building. And seeing it from off-center, you see dangling in the front of it a sign, just slightly swinging back and forth, that says, "The Dancing Desk."
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong?
That's where we're going to leave it off for tonight.
Oh, no.
Really?
Oh, no. This is terrifying. I love it.
Was that the store that just vanished?
Yeah. In
Okay.
Celeria. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, good thing I stayed
boy.
home to read my book.
We're Fuck this, I'm reading my book.
Oh god.
That's amazing. Oh, this is... What a twist.
What a twist.
Yeah, this is-
Oh man. That's
Let's
well, you just
prepare to
had,
fight a
like-
dragon. Never mind, we have to take down an entire criminal organization first. Great.
got like 3
hope
storylines
that-
just dumped on us at once.
Yeah.
Hey
Ding,
guys!
This is great. I don't know how you keep track of all this.
Mitch has just had like DM blue balls for like 2 weeks.
Don't get all the story out.
This...
Just projectile story vomiting.
I mean, it's great because like we've been playing for a year and change, a year and a half now, and only now are we even kind of etching towards like the epic battle between the surface world and the Nine Hells. Like
Yeah.
we've like
well,
touched it. We've touched that hot stove before, but we've never really even like
Yeah, we went to one of those big spires or whatever, and that's
Spires,
about as
yeah.
close
Yeah.
as we get.
yeah.
You went... Nope.
Ooh, get in, get out, leave.
Yeah,
That's
your
pretty much how it
storyline has
goes.
definitely like been impacted by the war, but you've never directly participated in it.
Right.
Which is kind of how we've been okay with so far, but it's just like we keep kind of, you know, touching it every once in a while, and at some point, probably when we're not level 10, you know, we'll finally, you know, find something. But right
It's okay.
now,
I'm
we get
going
destroyed.
to assassinate all the devils and
Asmodeus, you know.
yeah, and
Easy.
take his place essentially. It's like Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I will kill Asmodeus and become Asmodeus.
I'd
See,
be
if-
the
if
mayor
he-
of Allen.
if- Based on the lore of the Santa Claus, there would be like if that news ever got out, wouldn't there be like professional Santa Claus murderers that just like wanted to
you would
be
think-
Santa Claus?
I guess, but you also have to think about that. Like, it's kind of a shit job.
Yeah. You have to
It's
get
not-
fat. You have to.
I wouldn't want to do it. I'll be honest.
Well, getting fat and growing a beard sounds awesome, but
And somehow
The,
being in
uh,
perfect health still.
right, yeah. Well, drinking nothing but hot cocoa and
Eggnog.
eating cookies.
Literally
Never
living-
mind. I want to be Santa Claus. You know what? I've changed my mind. Hold up.
There was what was it? There was some like weird not fan fiction, but like somebody trying to explain how the Santa Claus is like really kind of dark.
Oh, it
And if
totally
you
is.
watch-
It totally
Well-
is, yeah.
Well, if you watch the first one, at some point, the Santa Claus, when he falls off the roof, he like dies, and he like kind of waves.
Yep.
And they were
Yeah.
trying to basically say that like the Santa Claus committed suicide so he wouldn't have to do it anymore. And it was like this
Oh.
huge rabbit hole of like all of the stuff. I don't know. That's stupid, but I
No,
still
it's
love
terribly
it.
dark. I love it.
Horrifying.
Awesome.
Horrifying. Well, fantastic, man.
Really. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Are we still online?
We're
Yes,
still
we are.
online.
Internet.
Hi,
We are.
Internet, what are you
we're
doing
having weird banter about the Santa Claus.
It's
Hey, Santa Claus
fantastic.
fan fiction,
Anyway,
you
thanks
guys.
to everyone for tuning in. And I think I have rehearsal next week, so we can't do next week.
Yeah, I can't do next week.
Okay, that's
that's
all right.
fine then.
We'll call it for next week.
All right.
But in 2 weeks.
See
The
you in
week
2
after.
weeks. Come
Indeed.
see what happens with the dancing desk.
Will Lord talk
That'll
shit
be
his
it.
pants?
Wheel or talk shit with
Alright.
pants.
Again.
Again.
Bye, Internet.